I have to talk about this. I don't know why I'm just now talking about this when this episode literally aired last week. So episode 9 of Miss Korobashi's Dragon Season 2 literally gave us the fight of the year. And literally it gave us a fight that's better than most shonen anime. Like literally hands down, there's a lot of shonen anime that don't have no fight that's over the fight that happened in episode 9 of Miss Korobashi's Season 2. I did make a TikTok over this. I don't know why I'm just not putting the video out, but there was other videos I wanted to put out, like the Planet video I really wanted to put out because I wanted to put it out in the week that I finished the anime instead of like giving it like another week and like forgetting some of the stuff that happened. So I had to put this one here. I had to do that, but now we're about to drop this. Just know Miss Kobayashi Dragon has better fights. I mean, it's always had better fights. The thing is, a lot of like slice of life anime that have fights in them, or even if it's like a funny anime, something like that, most anime like that, they have better fights than shonen anime because one, they have more production and they have more money they can do that, where shonens are usually like longer, and where like any other regular anime that has fight and just happens to have a fight in it, usually they're just like shorter and all that, so that's why they can usually have like more better fights. But yeah, this fight was dope. It was Tohru and Elma, bro. It was nasty, bro. Like it was fire, like a good nasty, mean like it was good. Like they were throwing hands, like they literally had everything you want to see in the fight. They're throwing hands. One part of it, they had the Dragon Ball Z thing, you know, like in the background when they used to be looking with their eyes, and you see them hitting, and then like you see the little like thing in the air of them hitting, like little shockwave, whatever that was. They had that in the fight. They also had the talking, like they're going back flashbacks about like why they're doing this. Literally just punching, flick. There was like literally one time she flicked her. Like the whole fight was nuts, bro. Because I was like, it can't be. And the animation was fire. The fight sequences were nuts. Like I literally love the back and forth, them just throwing hands. Literally all the different like views and like areas they went to, because like Elma gets thrown into the ocean, then you can see like a whale shark down there, then she comes up, and like when she breaks like all the ground, like it was nuts. Like everything about the fight was dope. So yeah, bro, check it out if you've not seen it, but you need to check it out. But just know the fight was like really dope, because I was losing my shit watching it, because like especially like majority of the episode, I wasn't even expecting that. They went to and they're throwing hands. Hey, there's one part of it I might use as something, I'll just say that, because it was really good. Because like bro, this literally like had better fights than like so many shonens I've seen. Like it's shitting on a lot of shonens, like it's crazy. Like most of the shonens, like they have their key fights that are good, but just know this really did shit on a lot of them, because it literally had everything you wanted in the fight. Like it was nuts, because literally it had a beginning, it had the end, like it literally did. It had the ending where like, you know, a fight was fire when they're laying on the ground tired. There was that happened too. I was like, bro, they must have really been like, yo, how can we copy everything that shonen does but do it better? That's literally what they did. Because like, you know, a lot of the fights they really don't have, especially like when it's rivals, because you know rival fights are have to be very interesting. One of them has to win, throw hands, all that, like Goku versus Vegeta, Goku versus Majin Vegeta, the stuff like that, Naruto versus Sasuke, stuff like that. Whenever you have just rivals fight, that's why it was mainly like they was so good, because like they're rivals. When rivals fight, it's usually like a dope fight. That's usually what happens most of the time. I mean, we ain't talking about no weak ass Bakugo versus Deku type of shit. This shit shitted on that. I mean, this shit shitted on the majority of My Hero fights, because My Hero fights are all whatever. But yeah, I love this fight. I loved everything about it. Tohru was throwing hands, Elma was throwing hands. Elma, bro, there is one scene where you're like, oh, this is what she's wearing, this is the only thing she's wearing. Just know it was kind of interesting, and it was an interesting choice that they went with that, because I mean, it's usually like what she wears, but it's just interesting that they're like, yeah, this is how she is. That is the one thing that was funny. There's also another funny point. You have Tohru getting mad, she takes off her gloves, her headband, shit like that. Yeah, I was like, you know, the fight was getting serious when that was happening. I was rolling when I saw that, because I was like, hey, because it really does have a lot of references to different shonens. I mean, it honestly has a lot of references to Dragon Ball Z with this fight, because some of the stuff that happens, like I said, her taking off her like stuff is a reference to like when Goku would do shit like that. Also, like I said, the little shockwave things when they're fighting, you can't see, and it's just like that type of thing. That was a reference to Dragon Ball Z, because you know there was references to it. It was still dope though. Like I really loved it. It was dope. I was like, oh shit. And you know, one other thing I'm gonna sprinkle in this, since I can, episode 10 of Miss Korobashi's Dragon, they went to America. That was very interesting. It was very interesting because I saw what they were doing, but they really didn't nail it. Because like they're in New York in that episode, and like I give them this, there are a lot of different people of color, and it seems like they tried, but it was more like for New York, it wasn't really what, if you went to New York, what you would see. Because I'll tell you this, the black people in there kind of looked like they went with one skin tone. Like they went with like a lighter skin tone where you couldn't tell if it could have been somebody that was like either like Indian or like somebody that was Arab, something like that. That was kind of the skin tone they went with, and they was like majority of the characters. But also they did have some nigga hair in it, so I give them that. They have some niggas in there with hairlines. It just seemed like instead of just having like multiple different races. Like, it would have been dope if they had like a lot of different ones, but it, like, I'll give them this, they did have people of color in there, so I'll give them that. But that was just my little nitpick where I was kind of like, you know damn well ain't nobody like just looking in New York. Yeah, like, it just sounded, it kind of seems like they might have just like looked at videos of New York before and not really like been, nobody was there that probably been to New York before, or like it might have just like watched a tourist video. But I mean, at the same time, they were in Madison, I mean not Madison Square Garden, my bad, the new the fuck is that shit called, the Times Square, shit, they were in Times Square. So I mean, I guess you could expect that the way they had them dressed and all that, but I'm just saying it would have been key points if they had somebody wearing some Timbs. I would be like, oh shit. But yeah, that would have been interesting. But yeah, I had to talk about that real quick. They did talk about Minnesota, which was funny, and also they did show Michigan a little bit. I'm pretty sure they showed Lake Michigan from the sky, because I saw the little thing right there. So I was like, is that Lake Michigan? But I don't know. But yes, all right, okay, let's get back to this fight. But yes, the fight was dope. I loved it. Just know, if you like Shounen anime, check out this fight. You don't even have to like Miss Korobashi's Dragon, but just check out this fight, bro, because they were throwing hands. And I mean, bro, they were throwing hands. Like, bro, honestly, this is fight of the year, because I mean, there hasn't been that many anime that came out this year that would have a fight of the year. So yeah, if Crunchyroll has like a who had the best fight, if this is not on that list, Crunchyroll doesn't know shit, because they were literally throwing hands. This shit's on like almost any shonen fight I've seen in a long time. Really does. I mean, the only shit that has like crazy fights is Jujutsu Kaisen, of course, like that. I mean, it was on that type of level with this fight, because it had like Dragon Ball Z references, but it was really interesting. Like, I really fucked with the fight. Hey, if you've seen the fight, let me know in the comments, because I'm very curious. I want to know who actually fucks with Miss Korobashi's Dragon, who actually saw this fight, and like, how do you feel about it? Do you think like it is better than shonen anime like fights, or do you think it's not? Because like, in my opinion, I think it is, because like, there's a lot of shonen anime that don't have fights like this, because they're not throwing hands like this in some shonen anime. Like I said, JJK was the most refreshing like shonen anime, because they actually were throwing hands, where most of them bitches, they don't be throwing hands. They don't. Like, Dragon Ball Z and Naruto are like the only two where they really were throwing hands just to throw hands, even though not really Naruto, but mainly Dragon Ball Z. Naruto fights were more all the chakra shit. Sometimes, every once in a while, they would throw hands if they had some taijutsu shit, where Dragon Ball Z, they're throwing hands besides like when they get big blasts and shit like that. But this one was like straight up throwing hands. Like, it was like, yes, I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, yo, they were just throwing, even though there are some points where they have blasts, so it was like, there was like some ice blasts that was happening too, and like, you had the dodging. But yeah, everything about it, I loved everything. Visually, it looked amazing, like super good, like so good. I was like, damn, it was so good. But yeah, alright, before I keep rambling, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm just gonna say, check out the fight. Watch Miss Korobashi Season 2. It's really good. If you've not even seen Season 1, watch the anime. What are you doing if you've not seen Season 1? Watch the anime. Binge the whole anime and binge all the way. There's 10 episodes out of Season 2. Season 2 is gonna be done pretty soon, because, you know, we're entering the fall season in October. So, yeah, hurry up, watch the anime. It's really good if you've not seen it. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the fight. Let me know if you saw, like, episode 10 where they went to America, too, because I know I had to put that in there, because it was very interesting that they went to America. But yeah, and also let me know how you feel about Season 2. Are you enjoying it? Are you not enjoying it? But yeah, alright. If you enjoyed the video, like. If you didn't, you can dislike, subscribe if you really enjoyed. And yeah, hey, thank you for watching. I'll see you next video. Bye. Oh yeah, and also, like I said, let me know how you feel about Miss Korobashi's Dragon, because like I said, the fight was really dope. I don't care. The fight was really dope. They were throwing hands. I love that shit. I love that shit when they throwing hands, bro. They were going back and forth. Like, they was throwing them bitches. But yeah, alright, I'm really out though. Bye.